What it do is show Be Easy to SHOBOAT, and just recently the YNW Melly trial has begun. So it's really early on, but we got a little bit of information that I think is really important that I want to point out to you guys. So go ahead and hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. So let's get into it. I don't want to waste time really talking about the charges that YNW Melly has because you're familiar with it by now if you're watching this video. So what's interesting is that it seems like the prosecution has a mountain of evidence against YNW Melly. So when the trial actually started, I'm like, oh, he's about to get cooked, right? And then something changed. With the trial starting now, we get to find out what his defense is, how his lawyer plans on getting him out of this case. So the angle that Melly's lawyer is taking is basically to discredit the investigation and also create reasonable doubt.
For the defense, their opening statement was all about motive. They stressed the fact that this is a 19-year-old. This is a 4-year-long investigation. While the law does not require the prosecution to show a motive, doesn't a 19-year-old need a motive to wake up one day and shoot in cold blood 2 of his friends? The defense went on to focus on all the ways that this investigation was botched. I don't know if this is true, we will see, but during the opening statement, the defense attorney claimed that it was the Miramar Police Department that initially did the investigation, and that after their investigation had gone really far, many months into it, it was the Broward Sheriff who came in, took over, and redid the investigation. The Broward Sheriff decided that this investigation does not look good and I need to start from scratch. And the Broward Sheriff said, I don't know if this is true. The defense attorney said it during the opening. The Broward Sheriff said, referring to the Miramar investigation, this is the worst investigation I've ever seen, or something to that effect, that this is just, they did a horrible job. I got to redo this thing. We will see if that comes out at trial. That's the type of thing that people really sink their teeth into. And then the defense went into, like, there was this guy, and they never followed up with him. What they did here was there was the lead detective. The lead detective heard from this guy who showed up at the hospital that a celebrity was also in the vehicle a little bit before, and from then on the lead detective stopped chasing leads and stopped investigating this, but all he did was lock in on YNW Melly. He made YNW Melly his target, and then he started to find evidence that fit his version of the events. Instead of trying to get to the bottom of the matter, he just put a target on somebody's back and went after him.
Then there's Robert Colbert. Who is he? He's a gentleman that owns a social media account by the name of Backwards. This social media account, almost immediately, within days after these murders, posts this message: LOL, we killed 2 of your niggas. Oh, really? Took him 7 months to go and talk to Mr. Colbert, the owner of this account, that posts what amounts to an unequivocal confession to involvement in that murder, in those murders. 7 months. Why? Moretti already had his guy. And when they go and talk to Mr. Colburn, what does he say? He said, oh, I created that account and I sold it for $20 to somebody else. Who'd you sell it to? Oh, I can't remember. Were you at the murder scene? No. Did you do it? No. Case closed. That's it. No more investigation. It would occur to a reasonable person, let alone a seasoned investigator acting in good faith. Why would somebody buy an Instagram account when you can create one for free on your own?
So the other angle to create this reasonable doubt that Melly's lawyer is taking, I don't really care for it. I thought it was kind of slimy. It seems like Melly's lawyer is trying to create the idea that maybe Melly didn't shoot his 2 friends. Maybe YNW Bortland, maybe he is the one that actually did the shooting.
Those were his lies. Cortland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar, You don't see him sitting there, but where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of a car with 2 dead bodies, a car riddled with bullets. And when he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, gunpowder residue on his hands, evidencing that he had discharged a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having a phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said, everybody has a phone in his pocket, not Cortland Henry.
So what do you guys think? Do you think going the route of this reasonable doubt is a good strategy? I want to see your opinions. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Show Beezy. I'm out.